Good morning. Today we have a busy day ahead because we will be at the Euro Muscle Show today on the Saturday, so the women's category today. Alex really wants to see the figure girls compete. We're gonna check some other classes as well, but also have to train, do the cardio, do the steps. Check-ins will be probably done today while we're on the road. So, time to get going. So they didn't release a schedule yet, in which category will go first and which will go second, etc. So that's kind of hard to plan around it because Alex really wants to see figure, and that's the main reason why we are going actually. So that's also hard for us to know where we will train today and how the meal plan is going or the meal timing is going. So that's why we want to bring all our meals, because we might end up training there. We might end up training back and training at Kraftcultuur. A few things that still need to happen. We already made all the rice meals, but now we are making the beef and I'm making the post-workout meal.
To my breakfast.
So guys, we are ready to go to the Euro Muscle. We packed all the meals, post, intra, shakes. Also got the laptop for check-ins on the road. Will be a bit of a drive. I think like 2.5 hours. So should be there on time at least for the first competitors to step on stage. It's always quite a messy day when a show day is, because we have training days on those days as well, so that's always interesting how to manage it, especially today without a schedule, and that's really shitty. So NBC, you should fucking do something about that. Alright, let's go. So guys, we're on our way already for like one and a half hour I think.
Yeah.
Also did a quick pit stop because Mrs. Fancy Pants needed Starbucks, of course. Anyway, today women categories. It's a class that Alex is competing in, of course. So it will be fun to see what's necessary till she gets on that level. Probably just more overall muscle mass.
For the pro level, it's becoming more and more massive, to be honest. They are reining it down a little bit more, but it's still like very grainy. They like the very bubbly, full look. It's definitely the classic look amongst the women, so very extreme. So for me, it's like general more mass. I do think my legs are still behind because of my knee injury. Since that's been going better, my legs have been growing, but definitely have to get more balance between upper and lower. I'm more upper dominant. That's most thing people get wrong. Like figure is not upper dominant, it's literally extreme. So if you see a little bit of a disbalance, more upper, that's actually not what has to happen. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to see what the pros are bringing. It makes me excited to get back to where it can be confronting because you're like, shit, I'm not there yet. It hypes me up to work harder to get there, for sure. And I'm curious to see what Simon thinks of the figure athletes as well.
Well, I must say, since I've been with Alex for a couple of months, the women classes, whether it's figure wellness, it has piqued my interest a little bit in women bodybuilding. Well, not a little bit, actually a lot. So I'm also probably gonna do a study, multiple studies on women's bodybuilding, how their hormones will work and how to coach them, so I can coach them as well in the future. I think it will be fun, and I will try to do some top fives during those classes and see if I have a little bit of feeling for that as much as I do for men's bodybuilding.
Don't worry guys, I'll teach him.
So guys, that was a wrap prep on wellness division. It took almost 2 hours. They did a lot of comparisons, which was, in my opinion, quite unnecessary.
Yeah.
However, got top 5 right. The winner totally deserved. Had a little bit less mass and was a little bit less full than in second place, but was kind of harder.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. What do you think?
Winner well deserved. Amazing performance from all the ladies.
Slip. Keep it cool, eyes go for the shit. Cause I'm ballin', look at all these chicks. Whip it up, all these rocks on my wrist. Bring it back, 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 back. Bring it, keep it back, 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 back. Look at all these shoulders, bring it back, 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 bring it. Look at all these shoulders, bring it back up, up, 'cause it's lit. Keep it cool, eyes go for the shit.
Third place, Vanessa Happel. Second place, Kristina Zafirova. And our winner for today, in the bigger category, Denise Sinek.
Amazing. What can you say?
We are on our way to the gym.
Yes.
Euromuscle 2025.
I love the athletes for sure, and the people we talk to there, and that's about it. That's all the good things I have to say. 2 hours per division is way too long, and you could see it on the faces of the athletes. I did agree with who they sent to the Olympia. They did send the best athlete in wellness and figure. We didn't see bikini, so but I'll think they'll judge fairly. It's not my favorite event to go to. If I could give anybody any advice to what show to go to, I wouldn't take this one as the first one.
It was way too packed, seats almost over each other.
It was over each other.
Also, it was like, I think maybe 80 seats, so not that much. Also, like Alex said, 2 hours plus per division. It's way too long. They were just stretching it out. Probably because of the guest posing of Samson Dauda. That was pretty
That was nuts.
nuts though. Also, the expo, very small and not that impressive, to be honest. I didn't like it. I would never want to compete there. I'd rather do a pro qualifier or a pro show somewhere else if I ever get to that level. Why? Lighting sucked, production sucked. There isn't really a good atmosphere going around. That was definitely a one and done.
I think also something to note is like the difference you would see between here and with the people that are watching the show and towards like Italy. Like there's not much support from the crowd towards the athletes. There was some when Samson Dauda came up, that was quite cool to see, and there was a little bit more liveliness, but as soon as he stepped off, like half the people disappeared, which was expected. But yeah, it was very quiet, which was quite unfortunate because the women that were on stage were absolutely brilliant. That also shows like competing in maybe a different country would suit you better, and it's something definitely to look into. I know it will cost a little bit more money, but it will give you a much better experience, I would think.
Anyway, now we are off to Credo Gym, and I'm kind of disappointed about that. They don't have that much good back equipment. For me, it's pool day, and that's also my weakness.
I have legs, which is my weakness, so I'm lucky.
We will train there. I will film some sets probably, and then we will be on our way home. Luckily, we already have cardio done. We didn't get much steps in, so we already also have to do that for a fuck ton
Yep.
when we get home. Overall, Figure was very nice to see and wellness as well. But I wouldn't drive this long again
Just to watch.
just to watch.
I think the only time we would go here is to support a friend. Simon pointed out like it would have been better if you would have paid a little bit more to watch the pro show, and it would be like in a sectioned off part, so I could actually enjoy it with people of the bodybuilding. Now everybody was walking through, and there was all sorts. So it's also very distracting if everybody just keeps getting up, down, walking past. You're like more busy watching those people that they don't step on your food or on your feet than watching the show.
Different gym, but that doesn't mean that you can't stick to the plan. I'm gonna do the same movement patterns here. So normally I have assisted pull-ups, but they don't have assisted pull-ups right here. And I'm too weak of a skinny bitch to do bodyweight pull-ups. So I'm starting with a pull down, same rep ranges, same intensity, same movement pattern, just a different exercise. Also important when you're training in a different gym or when you're tired of the day, that you will not rush through the movements, take too little rest time. That will keep you from growing. So the second exercise, we're sticking to the old school barbell rows, just like in my normal gym. However, these fucking steel fucking plates will give me some extra strength though.
Let's go, go.
Well, I almost shit myself on that one, but I saw some figure girls with more back thickness than me today, so gotta catch up. Exercise of today, normally we have the unilateral side bench row, lat focused. Well, we don't have that here, so we're gonna do a single arm cable row with the same focus, lat focus. 2 sets here and then on to the next. You can see this one is centered, so I have to do a little bit more bend or twist my body than I'm used to, but that's not a problem as long as when you drive it in that you don't twist with it, because otherwise that will be just some oblique action.
Ik ben gewoon op school, dus ik slaap elke dag gewoon 1 uur. Huh? Ik wil weer gestopt.
Easy, come. Let's go. Pull. Come.
Fifth exercise, last exercise for back. Also 3 sets. Normally I have the Citadel unilateral pull down for lats. Also you don't have that here. So I will do the Kanata high row for lats because you can adjust the handle. So I'm gonna do it supinated, so we can still target the same muscle group. Finish off with some rear delts and some biceps. We'll not film that shit. Maybe film a little bit of posing for you guys at the end. Well, that felt pretty good. Taking a couple of breaths now before I will continue with the stronger arm, the right arm.
Nice, babe. Come. Fight for it. Push. Pull, 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 pull.
We just got home from our trip. It was a long drive, also pretty good from training. It was a fun day. I wouldn't do it again, probably.
A day away, yeah, not this one for this.
Not the best experience, but it was really nice to see the athletes on a high level competing. Also because my main interest was always men. And this is the first time that I actually was looking at women and judging them, scoring them. Was kind of cool. Also got it kind of right.
Yeah, you were spot on.
I would like myself to develop even more in that. So because the first categories took a long time, we didn't actually stay to see bikini because we also had to train and we also had to drive 2.5 hours home. So unfortunately, we didn't get to see that category. But I'm sure we will see it in the future.
Guys, what is important to remember, when you're competing yourself, your own goals are in front of having fun or an event. So making sure you stay on plan with your food and also training, yeah.
Steps,
You need
cardio.
to get it done. Doesn't matter when you get it done, but you need to get it done. And for us, training with a good feeling or feeling energized enough to do and perform is on the higher mark. So we trained at Credo because it's closer by to the event, and driving 2.5 hours to the gym, then training would have killed both of us off. So prioritizing having a good training and then come home and finish the rest is also important. And
Yeah.
getting enough sleep. So early night still, as always.
And also time management is a big one in this one as well, because we wouldn't have only been cooked if we have driven home and trained at home, but also we would have been late home, I think around 6, and our gym closes at 8.
it's
So
rushed.
that's gonna be a rushed session when you get the feeling that you have to rush your training.
No, don't.
That's not gonna work, because you're gonna go faster through your sets. You're gonna speed up your pace while doing the movement, and that's something you want to prevent.
That, and also higher risk of an injury. Guys, if I'm in the gym, that doesn't mean you can go retarded and just fuck things up because I will fix it. Doesn't work like that. So be mindful, please. Thank you.
Now Alex is eating her last meal. Rice, beef, and veggies.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for mine. It's gonna be taters, potatoes, salmon, and veggies. And then we will finish the day with some steps. So I hope you guys like this video. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next.
And don't forget to subscribe. when you're
Like
at it.
and share with your friends.